What's up, everybody? It's Jordan, and welcome to the Sports Behind Show. In this video, I want to be continuing my series of doing a free agency simulation and 3-round mock draft for each NFL team. This video is of the Cleveland Browns, so let's go ahead and get into this. This free agency simulation will be from fanspeak.com, and the 3-round mock draft will be from profootballnetwork.com. Looking at this Cleveland Browns roster here, it's so crazy how, they underachieved so much and did not even make the playoffs. Well, lots of people thought they could possibly end up going to the Super Bowl. It shows that they do not have much cap space here, only $11 million. But something, when you look at this video, obviously it has Odell Beckham Jr. On their roster list. And in my opinion, looking at it, with Cleveland, some of these guys are not on their roster right now, and I feel like some of these guys could possibly even be being cut. There's lots of talks of possibly Jarvis Landry being cut or traded. I wouldn't be shocked if that would happen. We're going to go ahead and cut Jarvis Landry here. I know it's very debatable. And also has David Njoku with one more year on his contract, which I just don't get that. I'm going to cut him because he's a free agent. If we don't cut him, that means he would be not eligible for us to re-sign him, which he was just franchise tag the other day. So we're going to make sure to re-sign David Njoku on a one-year deal. So looking at this Cleveland Browns roster, about $35 million in cap space. If they want to, cut some more people, trade some people, they might do that. Who knows with Cleveland? Because I feel like this Cleveland team is going to be very interesting this upcoming season because you really don't know what's going to happen. Looking at Cleveland, like I said, we have about $35 million in cap space. We're going to franchise tag David Njoku, and that's going to be really the only re-signing we do. So his is about $11 million for a one-year contract. I believe the percentage, I believe it's 100% guarantee for David Njoku with the franchise tag. Obviously, he's going to accept that offer because it's too good of an offer to refuse. I'm still kind of surprised the Cleveland Browns did end up, franchise tagging David Njoku. I did not think that was going to happen, especially the past year or so. He was kind of vocal about, possibly wanting out of Cleveland. So we have $23 million in cap space. And with Cleveland, since we, cut Jarvis Landry, we have to sign a wide receiver. I'm looking at, obviously there's Allen Robinson, Michael Gallup, which he's probably expected to re-sign with Dallas. DJ Chark stands out to me. I like him quite a bit. Let's go ahead and try DJ Chark or Allen Robinson. Let's see here. We'll try Allen Robinson first. Let's see if he'll accept our offer. We'll try $13.5 million. Some of these offers, I might kind of be lowballing them here, but I'm trying to see if they'll be willing to take it because we don't have a whole ton of cap space. Some other positions here, I feel like they could use a little bit more depth at linebacker. They could also use help at a defensive tackle. Somebody who really stands out to me is Larry Ogunjobi. This past season, he signed with the division rival, the Bengals, and he was very impressive. He got hurt in the playoffs and he did not come back. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he does not sign as much as he did this past season with Cincinnati. And, Larry Ogunjobi was drafted by the Browns. This past season was his first year not being with Cleveland. I want to see if he's available here because that's somebody I think could possibly, sign with Cleveland because I feel like they can use more help at defensive tackle. He's not available here, but I am going to kind of look at B.J. Hill, another defensive tackle with Cincinnati this past season. Want to try him let's try 5.5. He was one of those guys who just really came in and over, honestly. He was traded for Billy Price, and, some people didn't think much of it, but, he was great for Cincinnati this past season. 5.5, 3-year contract, 80% guarantee for B.J. Hill. Let's go ahead and see if they accept those deals. Allen Robinson accepts our deal, but B.J. Hill does not. So we have probably about $10 million in cap space. $13 million, actually. So looking at it here, let's see here. I'm kind of looking at a little bit more corner depth, defensive tackle, linebacker. And honestly, I would still like another wide receiver. But I expect the Browns to take a wide receiver in the first round, especially if Chris Olave is there after having a monster combine. Let's see. I actually want to try B.J. Hill one more time. I want to see if we'll do 6.5. We'll bump it up by $1 million. Try a 2-year deal. Percentage guarantee would go 80. I'd kind of be surprised if he declines that offer. Looking at corner, I want to try Fuller for a, let's say, $5 million for a 1-year contract. Like he's getting up there in age, but I feel like he can add solid depth and be a nice body for the Browns secondary. So let's see if those guys accept our deals. They declined both of them. That's very shocking to me. So let's see what else we have here. Defensive tackle, corner, linebacker. Linebacker, Neville Hewitt stands out to me, a guy who has kind of been underrated the past year or so. Had about 70 tackles, I believe, with Houston this past season. The year prior, he had over 100. I want to try 4.5 for him. Just getting some more depth at linebacker. I don't think that's a bad idea. 1-year deal for Neville Hewitt. See if he accepts that. I'm getting kind of frustrated that no defensive tackle was signed with the Browns. Let's see here. Who else is available? There's not anybody really stands out a ton. Danny Shelton, but he already spent time with the Browns. I don't think he'll re-sign with Cleveland. B.J. Hill's, in my opinion, really the only one that stands out and can really be, a significant impact on this Cleveland Browns, defensive line. I guess, let's see here. We'll try Margus Hunt, I guess, for like a 2-year deal. He's one of those guys, in my opinion. I feel like, when he's played, he's not really, played a ton. But when he's given an opportunity, he'll make the most of it. Marcus Hunt, I don't think that'd be bad at all. I mean, for a defensive tackle, he's pretty big. I believe he's like 6'7". He runs a really fast 40-yard dash as well. So looking at corner here, let's see here. Xavier Rhodes, Joe Hayden, Kyle Fuller. I kind of want to try Stephon Gilmore, but I don't know if he'll do it. But I don't know if we'll be over the cap if we ended up signing him. Let's try Kyle Fuller one more time for a 6-year deal. At 6, per season. We'll try a 1-year deal for $6 million. Percentage guarantee would go 85. See if he accepts that. Marcus Hunt declined our offer, but Neville Hewitt and Kyle Fuller both signed with Cleveland. So we get some more help at defense. Depending how much money we have left, we're trying to maybe, we have about $2.5 million. And we normally save about 3 or 4 for your draft picks. And I don't think there's going to be a wide receiver to sign that sheet that can make a big impact for the Cleveland Browns. We'll try Christian Kirk. Let's just try it. After the signing, if he accepts it, we'll only have less than $1 million in cap space. Obviously, the Browns would have to make some adjustments, maybe restructure some deals, so they can sign all their rookie draft picks. We'll try 100% guarantee with Christian Kirk, $2.5 million. I don't think he'll accept it. Let's see if he will. Yeah, he declines it. No surprise there. So I feel like the Browns. I know we cut Jarvis Landry. Actually, really we could trade Jarvis Landry. It's basically the same thing. There's lots of talks about him being traded. I think they're going to probably trade him before they would even consider cutting him. But they would get something instead of nothing there. So we're able to franchise tag David Njoku, sign Allen Robinson, sign Neville Hewitt, and Kyle Fuller. I know those are not top tier names, but some people did not want to sign with us, and we did not have a ton of cap space to begin with. So now I'm going to go to our mock draft here from ProFootballNetwork.com, a 3-round mock draft. Let's see what Cleveland can do in this mock draft. If Chris Olave is available, expect him to be drafted by the Cleveland Browns. Let's go ahead and get started with this here. Chris Olave and Jameson Williams, the wide receiver from Alabama University. Chris Olave is available. Sauce Gardner, that's a great guy there. But when you look at the Cleveland Browns, I don't think corner is a desperate need, you can make a case Sauce Gardner is the best player available, but you can also make a case that not only is Chris Olave the best player available as well, but he's also your most team need player right here. I mean, you need a wide receiver desperately. I know you signed Allen Robinson, but aside from him, who do you have? We're going to go Chris Olave here. Fantastic pick, great pick, A+ pick there by the Cleveland Browns. So the 44th pick overall for the Cleveland Browns. The Browns here, they have 1 first-round pick, 1 second-round pick, and they have, I believe, two third-round picks. So let's see what we can do here for Cleveland. Looking at some of their team needs, we already, addressed the wide receiver. They could use help at edge and defense tackle. Let's see here. Cameron Thomas, edge from San Diego State. Devontae Wyatt, the defense tackle from Georgia. I know that. Have you seen my videos the past couple of days? These recent videos. I've took Devontae Wyatt multiple times in the second round. I'm not trying to keep on taking the same player every single draft, but when you have a team like the Browns who desperately need another defensive tackle, and we tried multiple times to get defense tackles in free agency, we were not able to succeed. A guy like Devontae Wyatt, if he's available there at 44, I mean, that's a no-brainer for the Cleveland Browns. Devontae Wyatt, defensive tackle from Georgia. Like I said, the Browns have 2 third-round picks. Let's see here. Nick Benito just got picked before us. That sucks. I like him a lot. I was really, really hoping he was going to be available. Looking at corner for the Cleveland Browns here, I feel like they could just use a little bit more corner help. I know their corners are good, but they've, got hurt the past some recently. We'll kind of maybe go back to that. I mean, Kobe Bryant and Tariq Woolen, both of those guys are very, very impressive. And, we were able to sign Kyle Fuller to a 1-year deal, but we're going to be in the exact same situation 1 year from now. And those guys like Greedy Williams, some of those other guys, Denzel Ward, they're going to be 1 year closer to their contracts expiring. Let's see here. Looking at offense, it seems somebody that stands out. John Mechie, I don't know why he's available here. It doesn't make sense to me. Wan'Dale Robinson, I like him quite a bit from Kentucky. A speedster receiver. I know we already took a wide receiver in round 1, but, I mean, if you have more weapons, it's more likely that Baker Mayfield can possibly succeed for Cleveland. I know some Browns fans might not like it, but I think we're going to go Wan'Dale Robinson here, the wide receiver of Kentucky, with the 78th pick overall. Because I just don't think, John Mechie and Justin Ross will be available at those, picks there. 98th pick overall in the draft. Let's see who's available on defense. Tariq Woolen's still available. I'm very surprised by that. Haskell Garrett from Ohio State. I like him a ton. I know we took defense tackle in the second round, but Haskell Garrett, to me, in my opinion, I feel like this will probably be about where he goes. And he's just one of those players, it's just too good to pass up. And you kind of addressed the defensive tackle position already, but at the same time, Haskell Garrett is a phenomenal player who I feel like could be a very nice piece to this Cleveland Browns defensive line. We're going to take Haskell Garrett. I know some people might not like that, and I can understand, especially taking, 2 defensive tackles in the first 3 rounds. But, I feel like Haskell Garrett is a great draft pick here by the Cleveland Browns. This draft, holy crap, for the Cleveland Browns is phenomenal. I feel like it's A+ selections for every single pick in the first 3 rounds by the Cleveland Browns. Chris Olave, phenomenal. Devontae Wyatt, absolutely ridiculous value there. Wan'Dale Robinson, it might not be the top team need now, because we drafted Chris Olave and we signed Allen Robinson, but it's still a terrific pick. And Haskell Garrett with a 98th pick overall, great value there for the Cleveland Browns. So actually, with this 3-round mock draft and this free agency simulation, we're actually going to look at how many wins this Browns team, how much this Browns team, their record and how many wins they will get, based on the moves in this video. So as we see here, this Cleveland Browns roster, kind of have these in groups by 4 here. We have Washington, the Falcons, Ravens, the Panthers. I feel like they can beat anybody of those 4, but realistically, I don't think they will. I think they'll win 2, maybe 3 games. So we'll give them 3 there. As we see here with the next set of four, we have the Bengals, Ravens, Bengals, and Steelers. I think they win one of those. Jets, Patriots, Saints, and Buccaneers. I think they maybe win two of those. And then we have the Dolphins, Steelers, Bills, Chargers, and Texans. I feel like they can win two or three. So when I look at this Browns team, based on the moves on this video, I feel like this Browns team could have 8, 9, 10 wins. I'm kind of looking at a 9-win season for the Cleveland Browns, maybe 10. It really depends on the play of Baker Mayfield. That's something that really has to improve for the Browns to succeed in the 2022 season. That really about does it for this video. If you're new to the channel or if you have seen my videos before, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time on the Sports Dude Hunt Show.